Sup,
Sup, bro?
bro? Oh, okay. I think that was better
I
than
tried to
ever.
time it.
I think that was better than ever. We're good. We are back. Welcome to the Garza Gaming Podcast. Today, we get to talk about a lot of fun stuff. What are we talking about today?
We're talking about a lot of things. We got a lot of Call of Duty on our plate, both competitive and Call of Duty Cold War. We're jumping into some League of Legends, Worlds, and we're jumping into the console wars. The console wars are continuing, and let's see what we have this week.
Who is gonna win?
It's gonna be a close one, okay? But
Let's get
let's get
started.
into it.
All right, boys and girls, let's get started with some competitive Call of Duty. What do you think, buddy?
Now,
What's going on? Tell me. Tell me.
competitive Call of Duty roster mania has been crazy, switching from 5v5 to 4v4. Actually, let's go. Let's backtrack a little bit. Switching from console to PC. I think that's a more important little thing happening there. I know you're super excited about that. You're the
Bro,
PC
how can
gamer.
how can you not be excited
I
about it?
I am, but now I
You
have to buy both because I
don't have
still
to buy
have
both.
console friends. I still have console friends that would want to play like different console games, not necessarily Call of Duty.
You can
Call of
play all the
Duty,
console games on your PC.
I can't play 2K on my PC.
You can play 2K on the PC.
No, you can't.
I'm sure there's a 2K version on PC.
I'm about to search it up.
I am 100% sure you can play 2K on your PC. You can probably buy that on Steam. 2K Steam.
2K20, Steam,
Yeah, 2K20 on Steam, September 5th.
on Steam.
Yep, it's on Steam. At the cart. It is $59.99. Or the deluxe edition,
Wait,
$79.99.
2K21.
Oh, buddy, wait, hold on. You are... Talk?
Damn, but I already bought it for
Okay.
the cross-gen.
Hey, you're back. Okay, what's up? What'd you say?
Hello.
Yeah, you roboted out for a second there, but what's up? What'd you
Okay.
say?
Okay, look, whatever, man. We pre-ordered and have it for cross-gen already,
Okay.
so I don't know what to do. I'm stuck in a difficult situation, but we'll talk about that later. Right now, we're talking about Call of Duty on PC, the best gaming platform
The
there
best
will be.
platform, period, bro. Like, it's just not
All
even
right?
a question. I'm glad. Look, here's why I think that it is the best thing for Call of Duty to go to PC. One, there is now a pause button. Something that you were blown away when I told you about this last time, that they're playing a League of Legends finals game, and then someone's power went out, and then they just paused the game, and on the client they just paused it, and then literally every champion just like froze in time. Well, now Call of Duty can do that. If something goes wrong, someone gets booted, they just pause the game, get my boy back into the game. He pops up. His character is going to be in the exact same pace. It's going to be doing this thing because it's frozen, but it's still running,
Yeah.
and he's going to be able to play. Like, that is going to make the competitive integrity of that part of the game 100 times better. Then what you also get, which so that's the first thing. The second thing, the players can now play the full game. The console, although PlayStation has done great things for Call of Duty, and it has been there, it has always tried to help in all this kind of stuff, they just don't provide the power that the consoles do. Let's put away how great these next PlayStation consoles are going to be, and they'll rival something like my PC. But the new graphics cards that just came out, grab all these like people, grab all these Xboxes and PlayStations that were like, yeah, we got PC power, and then they're like, no, you don't. Sit down. No, you don't. We are, and then this isn't even the big one. The big one in 2 years, when they just made this whole new architecture for these 30 series, and then it takes about 2 years for them to upgrade that architecture, and that's when we see the biggest like leap. So we'll see a huge leap there. So the players can play the game in like its full color, full definition. It's gonna look beautiful. Us
Hmm.
watchers, we're gonna be able to watch a better game. We're not gonna see all this like motion blur, all this like old hardware stuff. No. We're gonna get a good, solid viewing experience, and I'm super excited about that. And then, lastly, the third thing that I think is gonna make these game switching over to PC so much better is that give me 1 second.
What are you about to pull out?
Shoot, it's not here. I was gonna pull out my Xbox 360 controller.
Yes,
Everyone
that's what
can
I was
use the
gonna.
best controller ever to be created.
That's what I was gonna talk
I only
about
have
right
Xbox One
after you were
controllers
done.
right here. Okay, go.
So
Those are my three reasons.
so I was scrolling through Twitter and I see a video of Optic Hex saying like it's on PC with controller. Yeah, it's on with controller. But now that means that you can choose any controller that you like the most. So that means you can technically play on a 360 controller, an Xbox One controller if for some reason that was your favorite,
Yeah,
or stick to the PS4s or
this
PS5,
controller
any
right here,
controller.
I hate.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I
I
hate
don't
it.
like
They
it a
they
lot
rounded
either.
it too much. It doesn't feel good. But the other controller that's on my Xbox in my living room,
Uh-huh.
that I'm gonna go get it. You keep talking.
No way you're about to do this to me. But do I just wait for him? I can't believe he just left me. But yeah, anyway, competitive Call of Duty on PC, it's gonna be great. There's gonna be a lot of flexibility for pros within what they want to use. Um, for the amateur scene, for the Challenger series, there is gonna be crossplay, so you'll be able to compete on a console against those PC players. It's gonna be difficult, but you'll be able to compete on a console. What I'm saying is that Challenger series, like the AM scene, will be cross platform. So
Okay.
you could still play on a console.
I mean, the only thing that's gonna change on that is that as long as they're all playing on controller, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
only advantage you have on a PC is that a mouse, this thing right here, it's I have it tied so you can't see it. A
This
mouse,
thing.
yeah, one of those is 100 times more precise than one of these guys.
Yeah.
And so you can't compare like aiming with just this part of your thumb or however you hold the controller. Uh, it's
Like
impossible to compare than me aiming with my whole elbow, wrist, and then my fingers at the end. So it's like super difficult to compare those two things. So you have to really, that's like I can be so much more precise with my wrist and then my fingers and then my elbow than just like
hmm
my thumb. So as long as everyone's playing on controller, and I feel like Call of Duty has to stay as the controller esport. They're the only ones that really do this. I guess Halo might do it too, but Halo's gonna have to stay. Even Halo will eventually probably come to PC because of how Microsoft is integrating everything that you can
yeah.
play on Xbox, you can play it on PC. Um, but I think it's super interesting the way they're doing everything, and I'm super excited to see where it is all going. And that those, I mean, I am pretty hype about it. What do you like? Do you prefer it? Do you not prefer it? Would you rather it have gone to stayed on PlayStation or maybe gone back to Xbox or something like that?
The
Or
only reason I would have wanted it to stay on PlayStation. Now, technically, it's still on PlayStation because
yeah,
I'm not a pro, right? So like I could play in the challengers with my PS5,
exactly.
right? So that's a cool thing, but regardless, like I would still feel at a disadvantage playing on a.
Dang, you cut off. Ah, no, he's gone. I'm sorry, guys. I think what he was trying to say is that he was feeling at a disadvantage
Oh,
playing.
wait.
Oh, no, no, he's back. Hello, buddy.
I feel at a disadvantage playing like on a console against PC players, even if it's with a controller. You're at a disadvantage.
Yeah, I mean, the only disadvantage you are at is that they're probably running at 144 frames per second, and
hmm
you're running at 120 or whatever the PlayStation's gonna pull out. And that
Yeah.
is a disadvantage. That is a big disadvantage. And they're probably playing on an Xbox controller, an Xbox 360 controller, vastly superior. Um, I will never back down from that. It is the best controller to ever exist. But yeah, other than that, okay. Moving on from that, like we spent 10 minutes talking about the PC, uh,
The
uh,
PC switch.
the PC Switch, which I mean, it's big, right? Like the next full year of Call of Duty League is gonna be done on like 3080 Ti's or whatever, or
hmm
3090s or something. It's gonna be done on like the best, most decked
That's
out uh, uh, computers that you can see. And for us as a viewer, we're gonna get a more crisp, like more beautiful CDL than we've ever seen, which is amazing. Like as a viewer, that is the best thing you could ask for.
Yeah.
But as a player, I know some people were not happy about it, but hey, I think it's an overall good move for Call of Duty. It's gonna help in a lot of ways, and
Yeah, it
yeah,
should be exciting. But let's move over onto the roster mania.
yeah, there we go.
There's
That's
been
what
a
we're
lot
talking
of
about. Gosh,
a lot a lot a lot of moves, but we're just gonna focus on the top three big name moves, I guess we'll say. So let's start off with Phase.
phase clan. I don't know how to phase up.
Phase Phase up.
That's not how you do it. Oh, you
Yeah,
make
like
an
that,
F.
like
Yeah,
that, like
you
that.
make an F. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Ew, I can't
All
believe I
right.
did that.
So
As an
so
Optic Envy fan, I feel sad for doing that.
so FaZe Clan made a huge roster move. They got rid of Priesta and Major Maniac.
Yep.
Yes. Priester and Major Maniac, they stayed with the Tiny Terrors, Abizi, Simp,
Hmm.
and
I'm sorry, I don't know who the players are.
okay, the Tiny Terrors, Simp, Abizi.
That's it, right? It's just two of them because they.
No,
Oh
no,
no, they released three and they picked up
they
from
released
Huntsman.
one. Okay, they picked up Arceus. This is the main
Arcities.
part of the
Yeah,
whole
I was
thing.
like, can we
They
just get
picked
to
up
the Arcities point?
they picked up Arceus from the Huntsman. So that means that the Huntsman got rid of Arceus, obviously.
Hmm.
But the Huntsman also jumping into the Huntsman side of things, they also got rid of Arceus' brother, which they're twins.
Pristini.
Pristini, yes. So the brothers are split. We don't know where Pristini is yet. But Arceus onto FaZe. That's going to be a scary, scary team. I'm very excited for that team.
FaZe was
Arceus at a
already a
main.
scary team. They were second place, right?
Yeah, yeah. They. I mean,
Oh,
FaZe was top three team the whole
yeah. I mean,
the
I
whole
think
season.
didn't they lose to Empire in the finals?
Yeah.
That's who Empire. I mean, I think Empire is still going to be the strongest team next year. I'm sorry. Um,
Uh, it's gonna be.
I think they're going to
Well,
be the strongest team.
we can't say anything right now because we don't know how the game's gonna play
We don't
out.
know the game. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, we know a little
We
bit about
don't.
the game, which we'll get into right now, but we don't know the game. So yeah,
Yeah,
you're right.
we don't know
But
the game. We
just
can't
on
really
pure
make.
gun skill, I think that Empire has, and like rotational macro style of play, I think Empire probably has the best brains in the team to do that. Um, but
Yeah.
but I am excited to see Huntsman pick up and try to get better because they're bringing back an old school COD lineup, an old Black Ops 4 optic roster. Basically, is what they're bringing up.
Yeah.
Bringing Scump and I forgot his name.
Dashy.
Dashi back together, which for me sounds like a great idea. I feel like they back in the day they were killing it with those two guys in the lineup, and they had pretty good synergy. Him and Scump. So I feel like it's gonna be a welcome addition to that team, and it's gonna make them super much stronger too. And on the face aspect, I think Arcides was one of the best performers in Huntsman. But do you know why he told Hex that he wanted to leave?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So the reason why Arceus wanted to leave was because he wanted to play the main AR role. So he hadn't had that luxury of playing the main AR role where he feels comfortable and he thrives the most. He didn't have that main AR role for the 5v5, the 2 years of 5v5. So in Black Ops 4 and in this Modern Warfare game.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like that's a big that tells you exactly who like he is as a person, what he's trying to do, what he's trying to get to, that he wants to like be the AR, be the guy because really the AR is the guy. That's who the best player on the team is. That's who the toughest player on the team is. Then there's I mean, not to hate on the subs and like the submachine gunners trying and the objectives and the flexes trying to like get in there and like actually pull the thing. But the guy that's slaying is always going to be the AR. Call of Duty, the best guns have always been the ARs. You have had a game here and there where the submachine guns dominate, but can't tell me an M4 and a what an M Yeah, the M4 is what gets played, right? Mostly, it's
Yeah,
mostly just M4s against MP5s when you're looking
yeah.
at the at right
Modern
now
Warfare.
Modern Warfare. Yeah, so you can't tell me the MP5 is better than the M4. Yeah, situationally, if you turn the corner and the MP5 starts spraying before you do, you're gonna lose to that MP5 9 out of 10 times unless they miss every shot. But if you're holding down an angle with an M4, that MP5 has no chance. Like if you're ready for them, there's no way that MP5 is going to be able to beat you, especially if you're at like a certain distance, right? If you're at more than 20 meters or 25 meters, that MP5 is not going to have enough power to hit you from far away. So I'm really excited to see and happy for him that he's able to get to that level and be him, like play the game he wants to play. And I want to see how that changes him. Like, I'm sure his stats are gonna look better, but I want to know. I want to see if it'll improve his gameplay and if he'll get better results, right? Because he got third. I'm gonna say he got third this year, third, fourth with Huntsman,
Hmm.
and can he? I mean, and Face was second. So the only way like this makes sense and is like a good roster move is if FaZe wins.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, you're trying to build the team to win, right? So,
For sure.
um, Arcides is playing the main AR role. The main AR role is very important because it's the guy that gets you all the spawns. It's the guy that rotates and knows how to hold specific angles. It's a very important and difficult role to play. But I think he's more than capable of doing it. So we'll see how it turns out for him. But I'm excited for Huntsman. Huntsman, they're bringing back Dashi, as you said. Dashi with Scumpy and Formal. So Scumpy and Formal, T2P, the duo.
Yeah.
And now they're adding back Dashi. Dashi was a crazy BO4 player. So
Hmm.
hopefully he can bring that back for another Black Ops game, bring that talent. And ending it off with Envoy or Envoy, whatever, however
Envoy. I think that's how it's
you'd
how you
like
say it.
to,
I don't know.
however you'd like to pronounce
I
it.
think that's another
So
strong team right there, man. I think that we're looking pretty good at next year's Call of Duty, and with seeing what Huntsman did right there, I think that pairing those three guys together in Dashy, Scump, and Formal, you have like the strongest three-man roster in the league. Like those are what I'm gonna say. Scump top five player all time. Call of Duty top five player all time. Maybe Mount Rushmore top four player all time. Just because of his longevity and his
yeah.
and how and like he's been the face of Call of Duty for so long. Um, you got Scump there. You got Formal, another longtime champion that's been there, done that type of guy. And
Hmm.
and then you add this. You add him. I forgot his name again. Wow, I'm so bad at
Dashi.
it. You add Dashi right back into that lineup, and it just like pushes him to the next level. I think it's a good move by the Huntsman, and I want to see how they match up to that R City's Face Clan and that uh, Crim Six Empire.
Yeah,
I feel like
young
that's gonna be
the Empire's still got the young guns, so they should be
yeah.
doing
The Young Guns and the Empire
crazy.
are gonna be crazy. They were so good this year, and
Hmm.
I feel like they're only gonna improve. I mean, it's very game dictated, and this game could bring very different outcomes from us. But I mean, let's. I think it's gonna be super interesting, and I'm excited for CDL next year, and I'm ready to start watching it. I'm ready for this game to come out completely. And
Yeah.
what's your opinion on Huntsman? What do you think? Where do you think they'll
Huntsman, yeah,
land?
I feel like you're a little bit undermining Envoy's performance. I feel you might have not like you might not be too familiar with Envoy because
I'm
he's
not. I
not.
don't watch. Like I do watch a lot of. I do watch CDL, but I watch a lot of like highlight reels, and I just
Yeah, yeah,
watch.
yeah.
I don't sit there and like analyze like the rotations and how they did it and where he went with that. I'm like, all right. I look at the scores. I look at what happened, and then I'll watch like of the series. I'll watch each game. I just go on YouTube and find like highlights of this series, and then they'll start from the end and cut out all the middle boring parts that people are just rotating and stuff like that. Just because I want to have an
Hmm.
idea of who's slaying and who's doing stuff, some good stuff. I know Envoy did have like a major clutch in that
Oh yeah,
last.
that was
That was like the clutch to get them into that third fourth place.
Uh-huh.
And we talked about that round. Who was it against? It was against Mutineers, right? I think it was.
Uh, I
Yeah,
want to say it was the Mutineers.
yeah. It was the one where Scump was hiding under the bomb, and then
Yeah,
in the
he was
snowy
behind the
map.
bar. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and then he came, and then Envoy came back around and got the three. They got the three piece at the end to clutch it up for them. And I'm not saying he's a bad player. I'm just
No, no,
going like
no.
on historically bigger names,
Hmm.
and I'm kind of focusing on where this new piece kind of fits in. And for me again, I think it's another top three team. And what a surprise! The top three teams in Call of Duty are Hex's team, FaZe's team, and then Hastro's team. Like, oh no, nothing has changed, right? Like, I could be gone from the Call of Duty scene, and like pop in once a year and be
Now,
like, who are the best three teams? Oh yeah, MV, FaZe, and Optic. That's who's gonna be at top.
now I will say that I feel like the subliners can make some noise. This
New
is
York.
the New
So
York teams and
I've had
Vars.
them up here on the screen for a little bit
Uh-huh.
because I went to like the next message you sent me earlier when we were talking about this, and I've had him up at the screen for a little bit, and I've had Clayster to um, NYSL. I was gonna say
Hmm.
XL, but NYXL I believe is the Overwatch League
The
team.
Overwatch team, yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, so I've had him up here. So I want to hear your thoughts on this. What do you think about this? Because I feel like they were really good towards the end of the year, and
Hmm.
they started to make some noise, and then they just kind of choked it uh what's the finals
Champs?
champs. Yeah,
Champs.
champs. They just
Champs.
choked it at champs, right? Am I
Yeah,
right about that?
so they started playing really really well towards the end of the game, and I it made me happy moving to New York
Yeah,
and
they won their
their
homestead and
home
everything, right?
series. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So they were playing well. They're a really strong team. This team was it was good. It has potential. Now they're Clayster on the subliners after getting dropped after winning a ring
I
with
know, dude, that's hard,
Empire.
but
It's hard,
every
but
team's got to make tough choices. Kevin Durant left the Warriors after winning a ring, you know?
yeah. So well, what I want to say here is like I'm glad he ended up here because he's back with Zuma. This is like a little duo that they kind of have. But okay, I will say that Zuma and Attach are more of like a duo, but
Mm-hmm.
Zuma and Clayster have teamed together before. They actually won a ring. They won a ring in actually no, they didn't win a ring together. Zuma was not on that team, but they were part of the Phase team that was really crazy good, along with Optic, in Advanced Warfare.
Yeah. All right. So, but
So
Advanced Warfare Optics team won that ring, if I'm not mistaken.
no, Denial won that
Did
ring,
not.
which
Oh,
was
that's right.
Clayster, Replays, Attach, and JCap. But
Okay.
so what I'm saying is there's a reunion. So there's chemistry. They have this Mac Melts is the third right now that they have. They need a fourth. I don't know who they'll pick up. They're looking at several supposedly really strong options. So I'm excited there because there's a lot of chemistry, there's a lot of knowledge, and there's a lot of potential. I would have wanted to see Attach stay on the subliners with
Mm-hmm.
Zuma and with Clayster and Mac.
Mm-hmm.
But Zuma decided to stick with accuracy and go make his team with two phase players on over on the rocker. So
We're we're looking at. I'm looking at it right now, and that is attach,
Priesta
Priesta accuracy, and
accuracy,
Major Maniac.
Major Maniac. Yeah. So that's a team for the rocker. So that's a really
Yeah.
strong team actually
This
on
I
paper.
feel like this team has. I mean, I know a little bit about accuracy and about Priesta, and I feel like they have a shot of. I'm gonna say top five.
Yeah.
Top five.
I would say
I'm gonna
yeah. I
say
would say
top five in the league.
top five, top five, top six
I
in the
mean, this
league.
is super
100%.
early, and
Yeah.
we'll see how the game plays out and how like Call of Duty looks. But whenever we start CDL, what is it in January? We kick it back up. Uh,
Yeah. Yes. Yes. I
I
want to
think
say yes.
so. Yeah, I think they give them like a month or two of playing the actual game,
Hmm.
and then they kick it back up. But yeah, I think this is a good team. The Rocker will be a good team. I feel like it's gonna be the big three are gonna be at top, and then we're gonna have New York and these guys battling it out. Maybe Florida also in the
Yeah.
conversation there for top five teams. Maybe I'll push this team down to six. I really like the Florida squad, but we'll have to see how that pulls up, and we'll keep talking about that as the year moves on. Let's one thing I didn't show here, and I think was pretty cool, the way the Huntsman announced the
Oh,
Bruce
Bruce. Dashy.
Dashi was super cool. This is probably again great stuff by Hector out there and their content team. They know how to make this happen. So it just looks so cool.
Hmm.
All right, well let's move on. Let's talk about a game that you've been streaming that I saw you stream today. What kind of game
Uh,
is that? What is that? What are we talking about?
so right now on PS4, the Call of Duty Alpha is live. It went live today
When? Chill,
at
chill. You're not. I can't hear you,
1
buddy.
Eastern, something like today.
All right, you're back. You're back. All right. So I got you
Oh
right here.
man.
You're playing. You're back. Can you
So
hear me?
it
Okay.
yes.
What do we got? What are you playing? What are you
So it
using?
went live. It went live today. It went live today. We have a couple of meta guns in a sense. I like
Hmm.
the XM4 a lot. It's has the same feel as a Commando.
It
It's
looks
literally
like
a
the Commando, bro. You were playing that. I haven't played. I don't. How'd you get it? You had to pre-order the game.
no. You just need to have a PS4.
Oh, it's
PS4.
only on PS4.
Hmm.
Yeah. Um, but yeah. I mean, it's a good. I thought it looked You were playing it, and I was like, bro, is that the Commando? And you were like, yeah, I guess it feels just like that. And I was like, yeah, it literally looks like they copy pasted the Commando, like all the files from the Commando and they from Black Ops 1, and then just like pasted it onto this game, updated the graphics a little bit. It even
Hmm.
has the same like strap going around it on the
Yep.
front. And I was like, it's the same gun. I mean, I dig it. It was one of my favorite guns. It was my favorite gun in Call of Duty
Hmm.
and Black Ops
One and two,
and
I
Black
think.
Ops 1. Yeah, and
One.
2. It was in Black Ops 1. The one I remember, the OP one was in Black Ops 1. It was like the FAMAS and then the Commando and then the M16 were the three big guns
Yeah.
back then that were used in all the
Speaking
competitive games.
of the M16 is back. The
It's a three
original
shot burst, bro.
first
It
M16.
looks sick. But I feel
Yeah.
like it's going to be a little weak in the kind of gameplay that Call of Duty provides
Yeah,
now.
I agree with that. So I feel like main ARs would be the XM4, in other words, the Commando,
Hmm.
and maybe the AK-47. The AK-47 doesn't look too bad actually. Um,
AKs are usually pretty good in most games.
yeah.
But
Now, another for submachine guns, we have the AK-74U.
it's
That
going to be
is
OP.
just
An MP5?
incredible.
Is there an MP5?
MP5 is on there, but the AK-74U is just crazy. It's crazy.
Is there a UMP 45?
I did not check. The
Okay.
only guns that I used for a submachine guns were
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say the MP5 is gonna be the best one. Although
no.
the AK-74U looks good right now, something's gonna happen from here till
They're
when
gonna
the game
nerf it. They
launches.
have to nerf it. They have to nerf it. But and then last thing I'll talk about is sniping. Sniping is amazing. It's really fun. Uh, and it's really clean, smooth. I don't know. I like it. The movement of the game itself, it's a little different, but I don't know. I really like it. But they said they were gonna nerf the slide. Apparently, the slide is like too much of a boost, so they're gonna
Bro,
nerf it.
the slide looks pretty nice.
Yeah,
I hope they keep it very similar. If they do nerf it, but not by too much.
yeah. So, but they said they were gonna fix it because they thought it was too
Too
much.
powerful.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we're looking at the commander right now over on your stream. If you want to go check him out, Fallujah at
Yes,
Fallujah on
sir.
Twitch. Um, yeah, man, I'm excited about this game. I think it has the potential to be very fun, and it also it looks pretty. Like you're playing it on PlayStation, and I know you were having trouble with like motion blur at the beginning, and it was super dark because you were running your Warzone filters.
Yeah.
That I mean, you can't just use like the same filter
The
for every
same
game.
filter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But once you fixed it up and it looked pretty good. I thought it was, I mean, maybe a little bit kind of too dark. It might have been the filters, but in general, it looked pretty good. The map, I don't know how you felt about that. What do you think about the map design?
Miami. With the
Uh,
dark map,
yeah, the dark map.
the very dark map. I just have to learn the maps, if I'm being honest. I don't think they were bad.
I
I think that it's like, you know, like kind of, Call of Duty. Feels like Call of Duty.
I
So,
don't think
but
so. Here's the thing. They are not 3 lane maps, are they?
no, not Miami. I don't think
I think my
any really of them really are.
I think
Uh,
Miami would be the most 3 lane one. I mean, I'm looking at it right now. There's like a lane through the right, and then you go into the big house in the middle, and then another lane through the left. They're pretty big maps.
Yeah, they do look not super huge, but they are pretty big. I
Yeah.
think
For now,
you'll
at
see
least the ones you were playing domination here.
yeah. Yeah, now the domination points are a lot bigger. It's not a flag, so
It's
the
not a tiny
domination
little
points,
circle. Yeah.
yeah. So domination points are a lot bigger as well.
I mean, I think it's
Um,
to compensate for the fact of the map being so much bigger. I feel like they're so much bigger, but I like that. I did like that. You said, "Oh my!" I know. I noticed when you landed on your first flag, you were like, "Oh my god, it's so big,"
yeah.
and then I was like, "That's it. That's good." They look like hard points.
Yeah, like little
They
tiny hard points.
Yeah, they have more areas where you can go in there and find cover and like work your way to actually kill some people and not just I mean camp. You have to camp in there to be able to pick up
The
the
point,
flag,
yep.
so it makes it easier to pick up a point and stuff like that. So I think I like them. I don't know. I think
Yeah,
I
I
like the
mean,
fact that they're bigger.
yeah, I definitely do like it. It just threw me off when I saw it because I'm so used to them being just little circles.
Yeah,
But
I mean, and again,
I
at
do
least
like
on
it.
this Miami map, the B one is just like in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
But there is some cars that you can go and hide behind and give you at least a shot to carry it. So yeah, I'm excited about it, man. I want to check you out playing it more often. Let me know whenever you're gonna
Yeah,
do that.
I'll definitely be playing this weekend. It's out for the weekend, so gonna take advantage of it for sure.
Yeah, for sure, dude. It looks so much fun. I'm excited about a Call of Duty again, and I haven't been excited about a Call of Duty since Black Ops 2.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I'll probably pick this game up, and I'm excited to see where it all goes. I want to see more maps. I don't like the desert map. What you think about that map?
The desert map I'm actually pretty good at, so I kind of like it.
I feel like it feels like just like a
It's
wasteland open map,
yeah,
like a
it's
sniper
very
heavy
very open.
map. Like I feel like I'm just gonna get picked off from one side of the map to the other. I'm an SMG player. Like I just play SMGs and I play short angles and I run at objectives. That's how I
Yeah.
play the game.
So I will say that on one side of the map, where there's like the crash scene, it's a lot more
SMG heavy.
suited for an SMG. Yeah.
But I'm
So
gonna spawn in the middle of nowhere and I'm gonna get
yeah,
picked off as I'm trying to run there. So it's fine. I guess I'll just have to get my hands onto it. I personally, just by watching it, it didn't look great. Do you have access to those big, giant like 5v5 point domination maps yet?
yeah. So
Have you
those
played
are
any of that?
the no, I didn't play any. I only played the 66.
Okay.
Yeah, but I like this map was called Morocco or something like this. I don't know.
Hmm.
It was one of the other maps, but it was really good. I really liked it. That one's a 3 lane map, 100%.
Yeah.
So yeah,
But
I really like it.
it's a 66 map.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. I haven't seen that map yet. Is it on here on your stream somewhere? Do you remember
yeah.
at
I
what?
played it. I don't remember at what time, but I did play it at some point.
I think this is it. Oh, it's bright. Is it the bright one with
Yeah,
like like a statue, a bronze statue in the middle?
yeah. That one.
Okay. Yeah, I'm taking a look at it now. I mean,
Look, I'm gonna send you.
I like the colors in that one. Well, we're gonna. Oh, you're
Yeah,
using the commando again in that
yeah.
one,
The
but you don't
command
have.
using the whole thing.
Yeah. Uh.
I
Oh,
took off
you're
the sight.
abusing it. You took off the sight. I love the sight. Why'd you take it off?
I love the iron sight. I love the iron sight.
Oh, I like the red dot, bro. It's a old school Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2 red dot that
Uh-huh.
it's just like pinpoint accurate and you can just put it on heads. Uh, but the iron sight's not bad. I do say, I mean, it's a pretty good iron sight.
Yeah, I like
Oh,
it. It,
you're
it
just
reminds
beaming
me of
people.
the M4 iron sight from Modern Warfare and the Commando iron sight from Black Ops
It
1.
reminds me of an ACR, to
Yeah,
be fair.
that too. That too. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's
But
got the
they're
really
nice.
round and then like a big inside iron. Yeah.
Yeah, I really like
Um,
it.
Yeah, man, for sure. I'm excited about this game. Let's see where else it goes. I feel like we've touched enough on almost all these kind of things. It's only out for the weekend, the beta. So if you guys are have the beta,
Alpha,
let us
alpha.
alpha. I'm sorry, it's an alpha. So yeah,
Yeah.
if you guys are playing it, let us know what you guys are thinking about this game, man. Because I am excited, and I think it is gonna just change the way Call of Duty's played, man. I want to see how it transitions over to the pro scene and all that kind of stuff. All right, buddy. So let's just move completely out of this Call of Duty realm and talk about the PlayStation, man. I feel like we've hit a little bit on it here in this podcast already, but we haven't like talked about it. I want to get your thoughts on first of all the price, straight up matching the big Xbox price,
Hmm.
and what do you think? What you think it's gonna look like? What how sales are gonna go, and just your kind of general idea of what you think. Well, do you know? Do you remember what day it comes out?
Comes out November
Okay,
17th,
so a couple of days
13th,
after Xbox.
13th or 17th, one
I
of the
think
two.
Xbox is 13.
You got to look it up. But
Yeah,
what I will say is that these things are going up for pre-order
November
and
12th.
November 12th. Okay. So these things are going up for pre-order. Walmart, Target,
Oof. Okay.
uh um where else? Uh
Best Buy,
Best
or
Buy, stuff like
imagine.
that. They're going up for pre-order and they sell out in 2 minutes or
Yeah, I
less.
bet. I mean, did you pre-order one? Did you get? Did you? Were
I
you
don't
able
have
to
that
get
type of
on?
money. I don't have that type of money right now.
Okay. Yeah.
I
Fair. Fair.
don't
Fair.
have the
Fair.
type of money there right now. Not at
Fair.
the
Fair.
moment.
Fair. Fair.
So
Fair.
I didn't even try. I didn't even try to pre-order it yet. I just know that these things are going quick, which is good for Sony, right?
It's good. It's great for Sony. I think they're ecstatic about it. I'm sure they're super happy, and I'm pretty happy about it. I like seeing good sales on consoles. Like I said earlier, the consoles are great for like just laying back and playing games, but I do believe that esports belong on PC
Yeah.
because of the maneuverability of PCs, and just how much like more difficult it is for or not more difficult because it's easier to cheat on PCs. But if you're like in a tournament where like there's uh, judges and people like playing the game, they generally have like the ability to be able to just like manage everything, and if they know it, like they can check it a lot easier. If there's on another PC, it makes it so much better for everyone to just go along with how, oh, this is wrong, this is right, and stuff like that. So, but I feel like they're gonna sell a lot of PlayStation 5s at the beginning, and then I feel like since we're seeing a lot of these games transfer over to PC, we're just gonna see a lot of people having the PlayStation just as like a, I just lay back and play a few games here and there,
Hmm.
and everyone's just gonna have a PC, man. I feel
Yeah.
like PC prices are dropping too. Like my PC, not a great PC. Like it's a good PC. It's not a great PC, but I can play pretty much every game, 1080p 60, and I can record it and stream it at 1080p 60 too. Like not a big deal. I spend $800 on my PC, $1,000 on my whole setup with two monitors, keyboard, mouse, headset. Like if I'm including all of that into that $1,000, and that's what it costs, right? I mean, a lot of these people are like looking into serious gaming. I feel like PC is just gonna take over that. But when it comes to PlayStation versus Xbox, the only gripe I've had with PlayStation is that it looks weird. I went on this whole monologue just to
Uh,
bring it back to that.
you're so annoying. But yeah, I think sales are gonna be great for both consoles. Like always, there's always the people that like the Xbox, people that like the PS4. There's always
You know
gonna
what we
be
should talk
the
about?
group.
The Xbox One S, or no,
Hmm.
Series S, the little one that I was so
Yeah.
hype about when they announced it. It's actually turning out to be a little bit of a problem, and I think it might hold back the Xbox Series X, just in general. Like, I feel like it's a great idea by Microsoft, but the fact that it doesn't have the exact same specifications as an Xbox Series X, and
Hurts
that it hurts it because I mean you're coding and stuff like that. I'm sure you
it.
would have a better knowledge of what it would take, but maybe not currently, but soon you will have that knowledge. That it I just think about this. So one of them is like up here, right? PlayStation, Xbox, right here, pretty much the same specs we're getting on these consoles. We're gonna get good gameplay. The other one is like right here, but this
Yeah.
gap right there is a big problem for developers because now basically what you're doing is saying, oh, every game that plays up here has to play here. So now it's going to handicap every developer to develop games for this base, the lower base, so that anyone that can play it there still has it accessible to them. And then the people up top get shafted and they're not going to be able to use the whole power of their Xbox, which I think is kind of, I don't know, something I didn't really pay attention to when I first heard about the Series S, but it does make sense. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, the first thing I actually thought of was like, what do the specs look like? If these specs look like the same, but then again, it's also $200 cheaper. So how does a console get smaller? So everything that has to be in
Well,
this
they
bigger
took
one.
the reality. $100 of those dollars are just from cutting the hard drive in half. The solid state drive is cut in half, and it's just a 520 megabyte one over the 1 terabyte one that would come with your Series X. So that in itself is worth $100, right? A solid state drive, maybe $50, but since it's a proprietary, like special one that only works with your Xbox and it's supposed to be faster for the Xbox, I get it. Okay, that's worth 100, and then the other 100 you had to take some performance off somewhere. It's not a big deal because you're still getting like the 120 FPS, 1080p, some conversion to to run on 4K, but not it's not going to be it's not the exact same power match, right? And it's you can never see that exact same power match, but for like a console to just like lay back in your bed and like just have to play around with it, I think it's the perfect size. I mean, PlayStation has their cheaper version at $499 with the one without a disc that's all digital. So they dropped 100. Xbox did the same thing, but they dropped 200, and they
But
lowered
the
the price a little
performance
bit.
on both of those PS5s
Should be
are
the
the
same.
same.
Yeah, should be the same. At
Yeah.
least
Oh.
theoretically, right? We don't know. Maybe there is something different on the other PS5 that doesn't have the same performance, but yeah, I don't know. I think it's going to be interesting to see how that affects the future of that going forwards.
Yeah. I really just hope it doesn't have to pull some games down, that they can only be played on Xbox Series X and not the Series S.
Yeah, that's going to be the
That would be
thing.
sad to see.
Like if someone bought a Series S because they're like, look, I don't have the money to spend. I don't have $500 to spend, but I can spend 300, and bought an S thinking like I'll be able to play all the games and everything. It'll be fine. And then like 6 months in, they're like, all right, look at all these Series X exclusives, and then you're like, well, shit.
Those are the games I want to play.
Yeah, those are the games I want to play. So now either you have to sell your Series X at a SS at a reduced price and try to get yourself your X, or you just don't get to play your games. I don't know. That could be a couple of detrimental things that may pop up here in the future, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with it, and I'm excited to see the releases and how the numbers go. We'll definitely break those down as soon as we get them. All right,
Definitely,
finally,
we'll keep an eye on it for sure.
the biggest esports tournament in the world is happening at the end of the next month. This
Next month. Next
Next
month.
month, yeah. Just make sure exactly when group stage starts, but not group stage. League of Legends Worlds, baby. League of Legends
Worlds.
Worlds schedule. Let's look at that up real quick. I thought it was Friday, September 25th. No, it starts in
September
a few days.
25th.
Yeah. It starts pretty quick here. I thought it
Nice.
was October
That's next
25th.
week?
No, it starts next Friday, baby. Let's go. I'm excited about this. It's the only tournament that is gonna be. Oh, click the wrong button. There we go. It's the only tournament that's gonna be on a LAN. Well, there's been a couple of Asian tournaments that are on a LAN too, like LPL. Um, but it's the only tournament that's going to be on LAN of the year that's going to put the best of the best head to head. And I'm super excited. I want to quickly run down the formats. I don't know if you know how the format goes, but the format basically is there's three stages. The play-in stage, which is where the international, where we have like lower seeded teams basically come in and play each other for a chance to get into the group stage. And then in the group stage, the best two teams of each group pop out and go into the playoffs. Normal, just like bracket playoffs, right? So in groups, we have two. This year we have two. In play-in, sorry, we have two groups, and two of these teams are going to make it out of each group. So we're going to get four teams to make it out into that. We have Mad Lions, which is a European team, Team Liquid, Supermassive, Legacy Esports, and INTZ. Oh, these are our teams in the first group, and that those teams in the first group, I think it's a super interesting group because there is a chance that a North American team doesn't make it into the group
Mm.
stage, and that would be just crazy. So hear me out. Let's see what you think about this. We have Mad Lions, European team, Team Liquid, North American, Supermassive, I believe, is an Oceanic team. Legacy, I believe, is a Japanese team, and then INTC is a Brazilian team. So Supermassive has shown in the past that they can play and they can game. And then in the other group, we have V3 Esport, PSG Talon, Rainbow 7, Unicorns of Love, and LGD Gaming. So LGD Gaming is a Chinese team. They're the fourth seeded Chinese team. Those guys are making it through. They're gonna win every single game. Like I'm a hunt. These guys have a shot of winning the whole tournament. Okay,
Uh-huh.
because they're a Chinese team in fourth place, and they went to 5 games, I believe, in their playoff series to get fourth, and then they were like third place in the regular season. So this is a really good team that's just kind of being underrated here. And so what we have is a case where so the first place team of each group makes it past. The second place team plays the winner of a best of five of a third and fourth team of each group, but you play the group across from each other. Okay? Does that make sense? Second
Hmm.
place of group one plays the winner of a best of five of group two's third and fourth place.
Okay.
So what could happen here is we could see LGD Gaming get first, and then Unicorns of Love, which is traditionally a European team, is actually playing in a minor region. And then we have the V3 Esports, which are really good teams. One of these two teams, not really good teams, good enough teams that could top two this team, and that could get third, right? Like if Unicorns of Love, these are 1 game round robin. So if Unicorns of Love loses a couple games, so, like by a fluke or by a cheese, ends up in third place, wins their best of five. TSM loses to Mad Lions because Mad Lions is in Europe, and right now Europe is considered the second best region. Mad Lions should win out every game. If Team Liquid loses a game here, then Supermassive or to Supermassive or INTC or whatever can end up in second place. Then Team Liquid has to win that has to win their top three team, and then play against the second place Unicorns of Love. Or if Unicorns of Love get third place, they will probably win that best of five, and then have to play the second place team Liquid on the other side. And I feel like Unicorns of Love is a team that could upset and take Liquid out of there. It's super confusing, but it's super interesting to have like the possibility of a North American team not making it out of the play-in stage, which has never happened before because of this weird format. And
Hmm.
yeah, I just thought that it's something to think about and something that you should check out for here soon.
Yeah, definitely a lot of those teams that you just said I've never heard of before
Yeah.
because I don't really watch League, but the only team I really heard was Team Liquid. So, Team Liquid, you gotta you gotta step it up and you gotta somehow, make sure that this doesn't happen to you. Is what Arturo is basically saying.
Yeah, don't like I just want to put it out there. We don't need that in NA. Like NA already gets made fun of enough. We're not NA's not that good, to be fair. They are
Uh-huh.
better than these emerging and like that's what they call them, emerging regions. So they should like get out of this, but just please, 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 please don't be the team that doesn't make it out of there. That's all I wanted to say. I just really wanted to put that out there. I think Team Liquid has a really good chance of getting out, and they might even get first place in their group if they can play really well against Mad, who has a really volatile play style. So they'll come in and like just explode and lose a game every now and then.
Hmm.
So I feel like there is a shot for Liquid to make it through as first place, but please don't be the team to do it. And then message to the other teams in groups like Team Liquid and FlyQuest: win a game, please. Just one game, just one game. I know both of y'all's groups look hard with FlyQuest having a Korean team and a Chinese team in it, and TSM having Fnatic and Gen G, which is a Korean team, and
Genji, I've heard of.
and a European team in the same one. But just please, 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 just win one game. Don't go 0 for
Over.
6,
Over.
0 for 6. So like I don't know. I guess we'll keep an eye on this, and I'll let you know how it keeps happening. But yeah, it's super interesting, and I think it's gonna be a fun world. My early pick to win worlds. I just want to put it out, just to have a pick out there. I think it's gonna be Damwon Gaming from Korea. I
Yes.
think it's gonna be Damwon Gaming from Korea. Although, yeah, I think it's Damwon Gaming from Korea. Who won? Who won? Hold on, let me see. I'm blanking on who won. China. Was it top? I don't think it was top. Let me just check it real quick. LPL China playoffs finals. Yeah, Top Esports. Top Esports did win it. Oh wait, did they? Am I missing one? Yeah, Top Esports beat JDG. So yeah, Top Esports won China. So that would be my second place team. I think it would be Top Esports to take it in for what's it called for the
China.
whole tournament for China. But I'm going
Number one.
with Damwon. I feel like that's going to be the best team. I want you to type in LOL Esports on your computer right now and pick a team to win this. Because I've been talking for a minute. I need you to pick a team.
LOL
Esports.com. Go to Worlds. On the left side, there's going to be a thing. Like, click down. You're probably going to log into the LCS one. Regions and events. Click that. And then click Worlds.
Regions.
And then
what? I'm gonna say. Okay, wait. It has this stuff at the top. Mad, ITZ, PSG.
Okay, you're in play-ins. No, go to groups.
Standings.
Did you click Worlds? So
Where did we-
you started at one that said said LCS at the top.
No, it has the play-ins at the very top.
Okay, well then transfer over to where it says knockout groups. There should be a tab that says groups.
Oh, worlds. Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, switch to worlds and then click groups and pick a team. I want you to blind pick a team.
Standing. Oh my God, am I tripping? Oh, okay, wait.
I'll just send you the link. Hold up, I could do that.
Oh, groups. Here we go. G2 Esports.
Sunying, Machi, Damwon, Rogue, JDG,
Fnatic.
Genji, TSM, Fnatic, FlyQuest, DRX, or Top. Who you picking
Who am I picking?
to win the whole thing?
I'm not gonna pick something that you picked because you actually know what you're saying. I'm gonna say G2 Esports because that's the
That's
team
not a
that
bad pick. That's probably the second
that
favorite
I've
to win the
that I've
tournament.
like seen Like
Oh,
that's like the biggest name that I've seen. That's
okay.
my argument. Okay.
That's the
Besides
big
TSM and Fnatic
Fnatic.
and Genji, those are like big names that like I know already.
I mean,
The
those
next
are
big
big
name,
names in other esports too. Like
yeah, yeah,
TSM's a
yeah.
big is big everywhere. Fnatic's big, and like the CS:GO and Genji is really big in Valorant right now, which we should probably
Genji,
talk about next time. But we'll leave that for next time.
Genji had a Call of Duty team and
Oh, there you go.
ah, so. But anyway, so
So
G2 Esports,
you're G2. You're putting your hat on G2 to win it all.
yes.
I'm gonna say that's not a bad pick. They made it to the final last year, and they won the midseason invitational last year,
Uh-huh.
and they have every single player they had last year back. Maybe Perks is not as good as he used to be. Um, he's kind of been slumping a little bit, but Wonder's been picking it up a lot, and I think it's a
But
good
it's
choice.
Worlds. But it's Worlds.
It's a good choice, man.
It's Worlds. So
Yeah, I mean, and if you want a team
okay.
to be clutch, it's gonna be G2. So So yeah, for sure. All right, buddy. Well, that was good. I'm glad you picked the team. You're going with G2. I'm going with Damwon, and we're just disrespecting China, which is currently the best region right now. I did say Damwon's first, and then top is second. But let's do this. Let's see what happens.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
keep my
mean,
money. We will come
10
back and
bucks.
touch this after
$10. $10.
five.
Whoever's team
Makes
does
it further.
better.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. I'll put $10 on Damwon.
$10 on
Five.
G2.
Okay. You put 10 on
10 bucks.
G2, I'll put 10 on that one. Let's do it. $10 at the end. We make our world picks, baby. It's going to get you to watch some League of Legends. You don't even know what's going on in the
I
game, but
don't
it's
know.
fine.
I don't. But G2's gonna win.
Yeah, for sure. All right, buddy. Well, we are at 56 minutes, 48 seconds. Anything
Beautiful.
you want to say here at the end?
Nothing, man. I'm really hungry. I gotta go eat, get some homework done. Thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, you are
Tell
a
us your
trooper.
world's pick, baby. Tell us your world's pick.
Tell
Pick
us your
one of these
world's
guys.
pick. You're a trooper. We love you.
Yeah, if you guys are just listening in the background, thank you guys for just listening in the background. It was good. Um, if you guys caught this podcast from one of the clips, because we're going to start clipping this podcast up, 5-10 minute segments that we think are interesting or fun or something like that, please subscribe to the channel. We will. I had a really hectic week. I know you did too. But we will be trying to clip the podcast and have our own personal uploads. Each of us are going to try to upload at least once a week, but also each of us we'll cut up this podcast into the most interesting and best parts for you guys to catch, and maybe start listening to the whole thing once you guys get an idea of what we're all about in here. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like, subscribe if you haven't done so already. We'll see you guys very soon. Thank you.
Peace.
Bye.